Hi, my name is Aaron, and I'm going to be describing and telling you my project, which is the Manhattan Project. The Manhattan Project was created by the Army as a way to end World War II. The project began in December 1941 and would conclude with the bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. And this is a picture I found of the whole picture of the Manhattan Project and the factory. This is Leslie Gross, and he was the head of the Army division that worked on the Manhattan Project. He was also the officer who oversaw the building of the Pentagon. And next to him, standing to his left, is Dr. Robert Oppenheimer. And Oppenheimer was not Groves's first choice for the project, but no one else was qualified, meaning Oppenheimer was a teacher in um nuclear physics, and he knew theoretical physics, and he had the most knowledge out of anyone who could build the bombs for Groves in the Army. This is a picture I found of all the scientists who worked closely with Oppenheimer and Groves with the bomb. And the guy in the middle of the second row, um, he was Oppenheimer's closest friend. Here is Los Alamos, and it was a lab in New Mexico, and this is where the test run would be for the first atomic bomb as part of the Manhattan Project. Los Alamos is where they built a fake town to make sure it looked unlike a lab, and no one caught on to what we were planning there, meaning they had a fake hospital, real life schools, nursing homes, gas stations, schools, everything to actually make it look like a town. So if people saw it, they would not be suspected of anything bad. This is a map of all the locations around the United States where the testing for the nuclear bomb might have occurred, but they decided on Los Alamos because it was in a low, remote area, meaning no one was around it for hundreds of miles. It was desert, no animals, no one got hurt, so it was the best and safest possible thing for the testing. This was taken on June 18th, 1943, 2 years before the real bombs were dropped. This is Oppenheimer and the beginning of the first test bomb being built as he was standing next to it, making sure all the wires and wires were connected properly. And after this photo was taken, it was only 4 months until the practice test. This is the test bomb that was going to be detonated in Los Alamos on its journey to New Mexico. Fun fact, the guy who did press the red button was Oppenheimer's brother. So this the scientists were nervous that the test would be a failure and the bomb would not explode, meaning 10 months of long, hard labor would be for nothing, and probably about $8 million down the drain for the Army. But when the green light was given, the bomb was dropped and it was a successful test. This is the photo taken of the test detonation. It worked better than expected, and Groves could not be more pleased with the man he chose for the project, and it led to the Army's decision to use the bombs to hopefully end World War II. On the left, we have Hiroshima, Japan, 1945, and the bomb that hit it was Fat Boy. And on the right, we have Nagasaki, Japan, 1945, and the bomb that hit it was Little Guy, and they were both hit on the same day. Here's the aftermath of the bombs being dropped on Japan. Over 86,000 people died in the attack on Hiroshima alone, and another 10 or 20,000 people died in Nagasaki. So 110 or 115,000 people total died. And Japan, fun fact, is still dealing with the radiation today, over 80 years later. despite the devastation, the bombs did end World War II, and it is celebrated every year as VG Day, Victory Day. And this is a famous picture of a sailor kissing a total stranger after coming out of a movie theater in Vegas, I think, in celebration of the end of World War II. Thank you.